We are looking at the market review product from Southwest MLS here in the Greater Albuquerque area, and it comes to us from a company called Domus Analytics. It takes all the real estate market data, brings it out of the MLS, and gives it to us in a way that we can understand it. But my job is going to help you understand what you're looking at here. I did a short video on this a week or so ago. This is a relatively new product for Southwest MLS. It's currently July 2026. And it really gives us a quick summary of where we are in the market, maybe give you some insights into where the market is possibly going. First off, I do have this on a website at, you can go to abq.re/MR as in market review, and that'll bring you to this page if you want to dig into it, because this is all interactive. And so I'm going to show you that here right now. Now you can see there's 8 different metrics here that we look at on this report. There is a more detailed report. I'm going to zoom in. There is a more detailed report that you can get if you're a realtor in the Albuquerque area, and it goes much deeper, a lot more information, a bunch of metrics. It's like 30 different metrics. And again, on this report, it's 8 items. So a lot of different things to look at. All right, what do we got here? Across the top, we've got what period we're looking at. So we have a drop down. And so right now we're looking at the monthly, which is right here. So the most recent month, which is June, was the most recent month that just finished as of this recording. But we can also look at different periods. We can look at a weekly. Weekly is about a week behind. So right now it's July, what is today? July 24th. So this was week ending July 18th. We get weekly numbers. We can get quarterly numbers. So we are in quarter 3, 26 now. So we're showing quarter 2 of 26. We can get yearly. Yearly is a little confusing because for the current year, it's year to date. For the previous years, it's for the full year. So example, it's saying 50% down in home sales from 2025, which of course it is because we're only halfway through the year. So that's that. And then there's this one that's also interesting is year to date. So we can compare June 2020 through June 2026 to through June 2025 in this case. All right, so that's that. And I'm going to go through these numbers and what these charts are here in a minute, but I just want to give you this next row here on the different options. We have one option for property types: detached, attached, manufactured, land. You can select all, you can select a couple, pretty straightforward there. By default, it's going to be detached only. And then we have 4 different area selectors. Basically, how do you want to look at it? So you can look at by county. We also have by cities. So you can select there. And then you see here it says 67 areas. That is the default. Those are the 67 areas that the Southwest MLS serves. And that's the greater Metro Albuquerque. You go all the way from Edgewood to the east, the Rio Porco to the west, south to Belen, and north to Placitas and Algodones. So that's what makes up the Southwest MLS service area, and that's what these are. And then, of course, you can get much more granular. You can say, okay, well, I just want to look at, let's just look at North Albuquerque acres. Let me unselect all those. So I'm going to do Sandia Heights, North Albuquerque, far northwest, northeast Albuquerque, right? And as I selected those, you'll see the numbers update and change as we go here, right? So let's just select those 2 for now. Oh, and then of course we can do zip code. So we're actually in that part of town. Let's do this, 87111. So now we're just looking at that one particular zip code, far northeast Heights. All right, let's look at this. So we've got these 8 different lines. I'm going to go through median price and closed sales, since that's what you can see here right now. Each one of these charts is 13 periods. Now that's going to vary depending on how far back it goes, depending on if you're looking at monthly, weekly, yearly, and so on, quarterly, and so on. But it's 13 periods. Works perfect for monthly because it gives us a year-over-year change. In this case, the median sale price as this closed property is down 2% from the June 2025. From May 2026, we get our year-over-year and our previous period number, again, whatever it is, when we're looking at the monthly, up 12.5%. course, if we change this, we're going to look at a little bit different. So let's look at quarterly. So for the quarter ending 2026, second quarter, the median sale price was 452 in this particular case, up 4% from the previous quarter. However, we don't get the year over year. We get back 13 periods in this particular case. And in this case, it's up 0.7% from that. And of course, you can see by quarter, it went up, 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 went down. We get some seasonality on median sale prices for sure. So that's part of that. So that's how that works. Same thing with yearly. You can go back 13 years in this case. So let's go back to monthly. Let's see, let me zoom back out. All right. I want to just go through what we're looking at here. Let's start. Median sale price. Median is the middle. All the homes that sold. What was the middle of all the homes that sold? I like that better than average, because average, if you get a lot of real expensive homes or real cheap homes, let's just say, that's going to skew it. Median gives it a little bit more smoother measurement for sure. And you can see on the chart here over the last year in 87111, we get ups and downs, we get seasonal patterns. Closed sales, that's the number of people that actually closed on properties. I'm just going to select all here so we can get some bigger numbers. So closed sales in the month of June was 907. And again, we're saying, okay, that's up 2.5% from May, up 4.6% from a year ago. So closed sales, pretty straightforward. Those are homes that sold and closed. Median days on market, again, median, that's the middle of all the homes that sold. That's from when it went on the market till when it went under contract, not from when it closed. So in this measurement, we're saying 11 days, less than 2 weeks, half the homes are going under contract. There's another story there. I'm not going to get into it right now here in 2026. List price received. This is an interesting measurement. It tells us of what the home was listed for at the time of contract. The important distinction there, not the price that it was originally listed at. Of the homes that closed, they received 99% of whatever their list price was, so 1% discount. Median sold price per square foot, similar to median sale price, but what this is doing is looking at what's the average sale price. Average isn't the right way. Let me rephrase that. What is the price per square foot of the homes? And of all those homes that sold, what's the middle number of all of those? That's actually a good measurement for kind of overall home price appreciation, because it can adjust a little bit for real big homes, real small homes, where median can't do that so much. So what this is saying is we had 2.8% increase from May and 2.8 from June. That's actually right now in 2026, that's probably where home prices are appreciating right now overall in the entire market, somewhere 2-3%, somewhere in there. New listings. This is homes that went on the market. These were new properties that went active during that month. In this particular case, again, we could do this by week too. We can say, okay, for the week ending July 18th, there were 264 homes that came under or went on the market. Active inventory. Let's go back to monthly. This is active inventory. You always have to remember, this is a snapshot in time. Active inventory is changing day to day, hour to hour, really. And so the way this is measured, it looks at a snapshot in time, the end of the month, whatever it is. But it gives us a comparison to the same month a year ago, which is interesting. In 2026 here, it's we're down about 8% in the number of active homes on the market. It went up a little bit here. We're getting that seasonality up from May. Not unusual to see an increase going into June, July, and probably into August, and then it'll start to turn over, which is normal. And then the last measurement here is month supply of inventory. This takes into account both number of homes coming on the market, number of homes going off the market, and total inventory. So what it's measuring, what this is saying here is if no more homes came in the market, same number of homes sold in the next month or the next 2.5 months, there would be no homes left. So 2.2 months supply means that in 2.2 months, there would be no homes on the market if the same number of homes sold. So that's a good gauge of supply versus demand. There is a print option here at the very bottom that you can grab as well. I think that's all I got for now. My name's Tego Venturi. I'm a realtor here in Albuquerque. Been talking about the housing market here in Albuquerque for many years. Love looking at this market data, like educating on the market data. If you've got any questions, you can also reach our team. We are the Venturi Realty Group with Real Broker here in Albuquerque. Take care.